The Invisible Struggle, Empowering Single Mothers to Transform Society. Welcome to a journey of discovery, empowerment, and radical change. Today, we're delving into a topic that's both deeply personal and profoundly universal. It's a story of struggle and triumph, of hidden potential and transformative power. And it all begins with two words that carry the weight of countless untold stories: single motherhood. I want you to pause for a moment and consider this. In the United States alone, there are approximately 15 million single mother headed households. That's 15 million women juggling the Herculean tasks of breadwinning, caregiving, and personal development, often with limited support. Now, multiply that by the number of children in these households, and you begin to see the scale of the impact. It's staggering, isn't it? But here's the thing: we've been looking at this all wrong. For too long, society has viewed single motherhood as a problem to be solved, a burden to be managed. Today, I'm here to challenge that notion and to introduce you to a visionary who's rewriting the narrative. I recently had the incredible privilege of interviewing AprilSimms Simms, a prophetess, podcaster, and passionate advocate for single mothers. April Sims isn't just talking about change, she's igniting a movement. Her insights have the power to reshape our understanding of single motherhood and unlock a reservoir of untapped potential that could transform not just individual lives, but entire communities. April Sims's approach is revolutionary in its simplicity. She told me with fire in her eyes and conviction in her voice, we can't save everyone, but those that desire to be, we work with them. This isn't about blanket solutions or one size fits all policies. It's about targeted empowerment, about recognizing the individual potential in each single mother and providing the tools to unlock it. Now, I can almost hear the skeptics among you. This sounds great, you might be thinking, but is it realistic? Can we really expect to transform the lives of millions of single mothers with this approach? To that, I say, we can't afford not to try. Consider the alternative. If we continue with this status quo, we perpetuate cycles of poverty and limited opportunity that affect not just single mothers, but their children, and by extension, entire communities. The cost in terms of lost potential, increased social services, and the human toll of struggle and hardship is immeasurable. But if we embrace April Sims's vision, if we commit to empowering single mothers to reach their maximum potential, the ripple effects could be extraordinary. Imagine the impact of millions of empowered, educated, spiritually grounded women entering the workforce, starting businesses, and taking on leadership roles in their communities. Imagine the example they set for their children, breaking cycles of poverty and limited expectations. Imagine the wealth of talent, creativity, and determination that could be unleashed if we simply provided the right support and opportunities. This isn't just about improving individual lives, though that alone would be worth the effort. This is about catalyzing a societal transformation. Empowered single mothers become role models, not just for their children, but for entire communities. They become living proof that circumstances don't define destiny, that with the right support and mindset, extraordinary things are possible. Let me share with you a story that illustrates the power of this approach. Sarah, a single mother of two, was struggling to make ends meet, working two part time jobs while trying to finish her degree. She felt isolated, overwhelmed, and on the verge of giving up. That's when she encountered April Sims' work. Through April Sims's empowerment program, Sarah found not just practical support, but a community that believed in her potential. She learned financial literacy skills that helped her manage her limited resources more effectively. She gained access to mentorship that guided her career choices. But perhaps most importantly, she found a spiritual grounding that gave her the strength to persevere. Today, Sarah has completed her degree and launched her own small business. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. And her children, they're growing up seeing their mother as a powerful, capable leader. The impact of this transformation extends far beyond Sarah's immediate family. She's now mentoring other single mothers in her community, creating a ripple effect of empowerment. This story is not unique. It's being replicated in communities across the country wherever single mothers are given the support and opportunities they need to reach their full potential. But here's the crucial point: this isn't just a feel good story, this is an economic imperative. In a world facing unprecedented challenges, we simply can't afford to leave any talent on the table. By investing in single mothers, by unleashing their potential, we're not just changing individual lives, we're fueling economic growth, fostering innovation, and building more resilient communities. April Simms's approach offers some compelling insights into how we can make this shift. Education is at the forefront, not just formal education, though that's certainly part of it, but a holistic approach to learning that encompasses financial literacy, parenting skills, career development, and personal growth. It's about equipping single mothers with the knowledge and skills they need to not just navigate their current circumstances, but to chart a course for a brighter future. Next, there's the power of community. April Simms's podcast isn't just a platform for sharing information. It's a way of building connections, of creating a support network that can lift up single mothers when they stumble and celebrate with them when they soar. In a world where single mothers often feel isolated and overwhelmed, this sense of community can be transformative. But perhaps the most revolutionary aspect of April Simms's approach is the emphasis on spiritual and emotional empowerment. As a prophetess, she brings a unique perspective to this work. It's not just about material support or practical skills, it's about nurturing the inner strength and resilience that can carry a person through the toughest challenges. I speak to people that God enables me to do when He says I can. April Simms shared. This spiritual dimension adds a profound layer to her work. It's about helping single mothers tap into their own inner wisdom, their own divine strength. It's about fostering a sense of purpose and worth that goes beyond their role as mothers or providers. And let's not forget the children. April Simms, a mother of 4 sons herself, understands intimately the impact of single motherhood on children. They need their fathers, she acknowledges, touching on a complex and often painful reality. But rather than dwelling on what's missing, she focuses on what can be built. By empowering mothers, we create stable, nurturing environments where children can thrive, regardless of family structure. This approach also addresses one of the most insidious aspects of the single motherhood struggle, the sense of isolation and judgment that many women face. By creating communities of support, by celebrating the strength and resilience of single mothers, we chip away at the stigma and shame that too often accompany this journey. Let me share another story that illustrates this point. Maria, a single mother of 3, had internalized society's negative stereotypes about single motherhood. She felt ashamed, unworthy, and constantly judged. This mindset was holding her back in every aspect of her life, from her career to her relationships with her children. Through April Simms's program, Maria found a community of women who understood her struggles and celebrated her strengths. She began to see herself not as a victim of circumstances, but as a powerful agent of change in her own life and in her community. The transformation was remarkable. Maria's confidence soared. She started volunteering at her children's school, using her bilingual skills to help other parents navigate the education system. She went back to school herself, pursuing a degree in social work with the goal of helping other single mothers. Maria's story shows us that when we change the narrative around single motherhood, when we replace judgment with support and shame with empowerment, we unlock incredible potential. Maria isn't just improving her own life, she's becoming a catalyst for change in her entire community. Now, I want to address a critical point. Some might argue that by focusing on empowering single mothers, we're somehow undermining the importance of 2-parent families. Nothing could be further from the truth. The reality is, single motherhood is a fact of life for millions of families. By supporting these mothers, by helping them thrive, we're creating better outcomes for children, regardless of family structure. Moreover, empowered single mothers often become powerful advocates for responsible fatherhood. They're in a unique position to understand the importance of male role models and to encourage positive father involvement, even in non-traditional family structures. This brings us to another crucial aspect of April Simms's work in the recognition that empowering single mothers is not just a women's issue, it's a societal issue that requires engagement from all sectors. Businesses have a crucial role to play. Imagine the impact if more companies implemented family-friendly policies, offered flexible work arrangements, or created mentorship programs specifically for single mothers. This isn't just about corporate social responsibility. It's about tapping into a vast pool of talent and dedication. Educational institutions can make a significant difference by offering programs tailored to the unique needs of single mothers. This might include on-campus childcare, flexible class schedules, or targeted financial aid. By making education more accessible to single mothers, we're investing in the future of entire families. Government policies can either hinder or help this empowerment process. We need to advocate for policies that support single mothers in their journey towards self sufficiency rather than trapping them in cycles of dependency. Faith communities, taking inspiration from April Simms's spiritual approach, can create spaces of empowerment and support for single mothers. This isn't about charity, it's about recognizing and nurturing the inherent strength and dignity of these women and their children. But perhaps most importantly, this is about changing the narrative at a societal level. It's about challenging our assumptions, confronting our biases, and reimagining what's possible. When we encounter single mothers, we need to see them not as statistics or societal problems, but as powerhouses of potential. We need to offer support, yes, but more importantly, we need to offer respect, encouragement, and opportunities. This shift in perspective is not just beneficial for single mothers and their children, it's essential for the health and prosperity of our entire society. When we empower single mothers, we're investing in stronger families, more resilient communities, and a more dynamic economy. Think about it. What if the next great innovation, the solution to one of our most pressing global challenges, is currently locked in the mind of a single mother who's too overwhelmed by daily survival to pursue her ideas? What if the next inspiring leader is a child in a single parent household, watching their mother struggle against insurmountable odds? By empowering these mothers, we're not just changing individual lives, we're unleashing a wave of potential that could transform our world. So, where do we go from here? How do we take April Simms's vision and turn it into a reality? It starts with each one of us. Whether you're a business leader, an educator, a policymaker, or simply a concerned citizen, you have a role to play in this revolution. If you're in a position of influence, consider how you can create opportunities and support systems for single mothers. This might mean implementing family-friendly policies in your workplace, creating mentorship programs, or partnering with organizations doing this vital work. If you're part of a faith community, take inspiration from April Simm's spiritual approach. How can you create spaces of empowerment and support for single mothers in your congregation? If you're an educator, think about how you can make your programs more accessible and supportive for single mothers. This could be as simple as offering flexible office hours or as comprehensive as developing targeted support programs. And for everyone, it's about changing the way we think and talk about single motherhood. Challenge negative stereotypes when you encounter them. Celebrate the strength and resilience of the single mothers in your life. Offer support, not judgment. Remember April Simm's powerful words. We can't save everyone, but those that desire to be, we work with them. This is a call to action, a challenge to each of us to do our part in unleashing the potential of single mothers in our communities. Imagine a world where every single mother has the support, resources, and opportunities to reach her maximum potential. A world where children grow up seeing their mothers as powerful, capable leaders. A world where communities thrive because they've tapped into the incredible resource that is the strength, resilience, and determination of single mothers. That world is within our reach, but it requires a shift in perspective, a commitment to action, and a willingness to challenge our assumptions about what's possible. As we conclude today, I want to leave you with a challenge. In the coming week, find one way to support or empower a single mother in your community. It might be as simple as offering words of encouragement or as involved as creating a mentorship program at your workplace. Whatever it is, take that step because here's the truth that AprilSimms Simms has so powerfully illuminated. When we empower single mothers, we don't just change individual lives. We set in motion a transformation that can reshape our entire society. The potential is there. The need is clear. The time to act is now. Will you join this revolution? Will you be part of rewriting the story of single motherhood in our society? Will you help unlock the vast potential that's waiting to be unleashed? The choice is yours. But remember, in the words of AprilSimms Simms, we may not be able to help everyone, but for those who desire it, we can move mountains. Let's get to work. Let's change lives. Let's transform our world, one empowered mother at a time. Thank you.